Happy morning, happy afternoon, and happy evening to all my Nanbas and Nanbis. This video is for the people who are following the simple smart schedule or who want to follow this simple smart schedule. Now, here we are going to see how to master this schedule, guys. I would rather call it sure short success. The magic to make the most of it we are going to see in this video. You would have already taken either Fusion subscription or subscription and you're still following the schedule, also no problem, or taking regular classes or combos or even individual subjects, whether you have taken with or without Dira Bridge Test. For all of you, this video will make sense. Now, this video I have put it as two different buckets. In the first part of the video, we're gonna see how to perfect this schedule. For people who don't know what this Triple S is about, Triple S is a schedule where each of the subject is broken down into four different parts. Now, this is for group 2 where costing is broken into 4, audit is broken into 4, SM is broken into 4 and FM is also broken into 4. Now, the part 1 you will be completing in 15 days. Part 2, Part 3, Part 4 accordingly. A detailed video explaining this Triple S schedule is given by Karthik sir. I have also put it in the link of the description box. Please have a look at that if you want to know more about this Triple S schedule. Now, like I told you, the syllabus is broken down into 4 parts. Now, for people who have taken this schedule and are trying to follow it, let's be honest. Tell me how many hours you're actually studying. Is your plans failing? Are you studying really for 8 hours, 6 hours? Some people it is possible, but most of us will be studying for 2 hours, 4 hours, or some people even 0 hours. Not even started. It is possible, guys. It is possible. And let me tell you stats. The true facts is out of 100 students, probably 10 students will be following the schedule perfectly. The remaining 90 percentage of the students might not be able to follow to the T. Let me tell you guys, God is testing you. What is the test? The test is called as consistency. No, consistently you have to study for 4 hours or consistently for 6 hours. God is testing you. What I want you to do is, I want you to keep marching forward. Don't be too bothered about the speed, just be bothered about the direction. Always, direction is more important than speed, guys. If you're going very fast but in the wrong direction, no use. But if you're going in a good pace but in the right direction, that itself will lead you to success. So don't worry if you're able to study only for 2 hours, only for 4 hours. It's okay. You will slowly get there to 6, 8 or even 10 hours in the future. Now, the second one is about mixing parts. Say, for example, accounts part 1 is done. Accounts you are in part 2. But DT part 1 is still going on. Is that okay? Or should I only finish all the part 1s then only go for part 2? This is completely okay, guys. If you are comfortable with accounts more, keep marching forward. That speed can be a little bit more than DT, no problem at all. Or any other subject, or audit can be a little bit more than costing or FMSM, no problem. It is not necessary that you have to finish part 1 of all subjects, then only go for part 2. First itself I told you it is a simple smart schedule. Let's keep it simple, guys. Let's not put too many rules, too many rigid rules, and for you to not follow it at all in the end. Let's make it flexible. So one part, if you are in part 2 and the other one it is in part 1, it is completely fine. Just keep marching forward. Just a small, a kutti story for you all. Bahubali is a movie which all of you know. The director of Bahubali, Rajamouli, actually wanted to finish Bahubali, both the parts, in about 1 year time. But let me tell you the reality. It took him 3.5 years just for the first part. And the second part again took about 2.5 years. Totally 5 years it took. And was it a blockbuster? Yes, it was a super duper hit. So, what I'm trying to tell you is focus on the direction and not on the speed, guys. Now, the second part of the video I told you is about the Dira test integration. Now, if you've taken Dira test integration, then yes, well and good. If you've not taken and if you wish to purchase it now also, you can purchase it in the Dira test website. Here, the same price only. If you go, there is a coupon code also for Valentine's Day celebration. You can purchase here single group or both groups if you wish, guys. Now, in this Dira test integration, what you are going to do is, you are going to basically finish the first part and then write a test. Again going to finish the second part and then write another test. So like this, 25% of the syllabus, you are going to write the test. So when you are writing these tests, you are going to write 25% of the syllabus for 50 marks in a period of 1.5 hours. But what I would want you to do is to get the feel of writing for 3 hours, to actually practice to write for a 3-hour period. Because most of the times when the exam paper is set for 3 hours, you feel like you want that 15-minute, 20-minute, 5 minutes extra. But ideally, you should be able to finish it in less than 3 hours. For that, you need to practice writing for 3 hours. What I would recommend you to do is combine 2 subjects together and write for 50 plus 50 marks, 100 marks, so that you sit in one place and write the exam for 3 hours. Here I have combined accounts and law, and group 2 I have combined costing and auditing, because FMSM is already a balanced paper. Now what I don't want you to do is, I don't want you to write all the 3 subjects combined and write for 4.5 hours. That please don't try it at home. Maximum 2 subjects, try to combine and write whichever you are comfortable with. If you ask me, I will do accounts and law, because tax already there are 2 parts, DT, IDT. FMSM already there are 2 parts. So that I will be writing it separately, and I would prefer writing accounts, law together, costing, audit together. But if you are comfortable with law, DT, IDT, please combine both and also write, no problem at all, guys. But like I told you, never do 3 subjects 4.5 hours at once. Do not try it. That means you will start hating your life itself. Please don't try it at home. Now, what is the advantage of doing it? Before I go to the advantage, let me tell you for each subject how many tests you are going to write. Now, 4 parts, 4 tests, that will get covered. This is your quarterly exams. In school, you all will write quarterly, half yearly, pre-boards, so all those exams. Then only go for the giant board exams, yes, annual exams. No, this 4 tests where you are going to write along with the 4 parts. This is your quarterly exam. After that, we have the 50% test. This is your half yearly exam where you will be writing 2 tests. And after that comes the one mock test, 100% mock test. So totally you will be writing 7 tests for each subject. Now for people who are thinking 7 tests is too much, one thing you can do is you can completely skip this 50% test. If you feel there is no time, or if you feel this is not required, you can skip the 50% test. Directly after the 25% test, you can go for 100% mock test. That is also perfectly fine, guys. Now what is the advantage of doing this? Whenever you write a test, you get to know about 3 things. We call it SPA. The 3 things is speed, presentation and accuracy. When most of you are writing the mock test, which is after finishing all the concepts when you write the mock test, if you know that your presentation is not good, or if you know conceptual clarity is not good, there is not much time for you to correct yourself before the main exam. But here, after each part, there is a possibility for you to correct yourself here when you write the test. And if you know presentation is missing, there is a possibility for you to do correct when you're doing the part 2. There is a possibility to correct when you're doing the part 3, also the part 4, and also the 50 percentage test. Then only after you write the 100 percentage mock test, you're fully ready to ace your main exams, guys. So that is the advantage. The SPA is the advantage of going for the bridge test. Like I already told you, if you're gone for bridge test, well and good. If you wish to purchase it now, you can purchase it. Coupon code is there, Dira test coupon code is there. Please make use of that, and all the very best, guys. Thank you so much.